Listen, there are moments in life when you feel like God brought you somewhere just to watch you struggle. You prayed, you trusted, you followed him out of that place that was destroying you. And now you're standing in a dry place wondering, God, are you even here? That's exactly where the people of Israel were in Exodus 17. No water, no strength, no idea what was about to happen next. And what God did next would prove something powerful for anyone hearing this story for the very first time. The people of Israel were traveling through the wilderness, moving camp to camp just like the Lord had commanded them. They arrived at a place called Rephidim, and there was no one problem. There was no water, not a drop. Now imagine that. Thousands of people, children crying, animals collapsing, mouths dry from walking through burning desert wind. Fear started to turn into anger. People began shouting at Moses, "Give us water to drink." Moses looked at them and said, "Why are you fighting with me? Why are you testing the Lord?" But the people were desperate. Their thirst turned into anger. "Why did you bring us out of Egypt? Was it just to let us, our children, our livestock die out here in the wilderness?" Moses cried out to the Lord, "God, what am I supposed to do with these people? They're about ready to stone me." And the Lord answered, "Walk ahead of the people. Take some of the elders with you. Take the staff in your hand, and the one you use to strike the nail." Then God said something powerful. "I will stand before you on the rock. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink." Moses, he did exactly what the Lord said. He lifted the staff. He struck the rock, and suddenly water exploded from the stone. In the middle of the dead desert, God made life pour out of a rock. The people drank, the children drank, and their animals drank. And Moses named the place Meshon, which means testing and arguing, because the people questioned the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord really with us or not?" But the test wasn't over. While Israel was still in Rephidim, an enemy showed up. The Amalekites attacked. Out of nowhere, Moses turned to Joshua and said, "Choose some men and go fight them. Tomorrow, I will stand on top of a hill with the staff of God in my hand." Joshua, he went into battle, and Moses climbed the hill with Aaron and Harf. And something incredible happened. Whenever Moses raised his hands holding the staff of God, Israel started winning. But when his armies got tired and dropped, the enemy started gaining ground. So Aaron and Hur grabbed a stone and sat Moses on it. Then they stood on each side of him, holding up his arms, one on the left, one on the right, until sunset. And because those hands stayed lifted, Joshua and the army of Israel defeated the Amalekites. After the victory, the Lord told Moses, "Write this down so it will never be forgotten." Then Moses built an altar and called it, "The Lord is my banner," meaning this: the victory didn't come from Israel's strength. It came from God fighting for them. Sometimes life will lead you into a dry place, places where your faith feels empty, places where you wonder if God is still with you. But Exodus 17 reminds us of something powerful. God can bring water out of rock. God can turn weakness into victory. And sometimes the battle isn't won by strength. It's won by keeping your hands lifted and trusting God to fight for you. Because when the Lord is your banner, the battle was never yours to begin with.